Okay, tonight we're going to make chicken fried steak, and we're going to make a crock pot caramel apple crisp, which is really yummy. Now the caramel apple crisp takes a little bit of prep, but I'll show you what to do for that. But first I want to give a shout out to Vita Style Hair Salon in Denver, who fixed my hair today, and I think it looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Yeah. Very nice. So thank you, Braden Sloan at Vita Style Hair Salon. So our crock pot caramel apple crisp we're going to put together first. And the first thing you want to do is you want to grab some cooking spray and go ahead and spray your crock pot liner. I say this every time, but you will save yourself so much work in the kitchen if you'll just remember to always spray your crock pot. Now, I went ahead, the recipe originally called for 10 apples peeled and chopped, but my apples were super big. So I've got Granny Smith apples, and they make the best apple crisp because you don't want too sweet, you want a sour apple. And I've got about 7 apples that I have cored, peeled, and sliced. And I use this little gizmo from way back when that I think I bought it from one of those at-home parties. So I'm going to go ahead and core, peel, and slice my last apple. And all you do is just stick it on and just start turning the knob. And look at that. It's peeled and cored and sliced. You just pull it off and you have nice slices, all even. Can you see how even that is? Of your Granny Smith apples. So that is the apple peeler core slicer. That makes your job so much easier in the kitchen. So after you spray your crock pot, you want to just go ahead and dump your peeled, cored, and sliced or chopped apples into your crock pot. It fills it up pretty nicely. Okay, then you're going to take a bag of caramels. So you buy a bag of caramels in the grocery store, and the hardest part of this is they come individually wrapped, and you have to unwrap them. And then also, if you can see, they've been cut in half. So you do want to cut them at least one time in half, and you just take that bag, I think it's about 10-ounce bag of your caramels, and pour those over top of your apples. Okay, then you're going to take a cup of old-fashioned oatmeal, which I have already measured out here, and a half cup of all-purpose flour, and then underneath here I have a half cup of brown sugar. And you can take a fork and mix that all together. Just kind of combined it. Sometimes the brown sugar gets lumpy, so if you just go ahead and combine it all together. And then just sprinkle that over top of your apples and your caramels. Just spread it out so that it's all even there. Okay, so that was a cup of oatmeal, half a cup of flour, and a half a cup of brown sugar. And then you'll add to that a teaspoon of your ground cinnamon. So just measure out a teaspoon, sprinkle that on top. And then we're going to take 1 stick of butter, which is a half of a cup, 8 tablespoons. It says right there, half of a cup. And we're going to just simply unwrap it and slice it into about tablespoon-sized slices and just lay that on top. And this doesn't take very long, especially if you set your butter out of the refrigerator while you are peeling, coring, and slicing your apples, or unwrapping all of your caramels from your bag. So I'm not doing anything special here, just slicing the butter and laying it in on top of the apples and all the dry goods. Okay, so you have 1 stick of butter on top, and then you are going to cook that on high for 4 hours, or if you have all day, you can cook it on low for 8 hours. So you just cover it and cook it, and then when it's done, if you did 4 hours on high, you just drizzle caramel sauce like you buy at the grocery store on top, and it is really yummy. So I'm just going to set that to the side. So I'm going to turn that on. And now we're going to put together our chicken fried steak. Now, you don't actually use steak for this. Let me grab a paper towel. You use chopped steak. Make out some hamburger steaks, or tonight I'm kind of in a hurry and there's only 3 of us, so we're going to use steak burgers. So I have my steak burgers or your hamburger steak. And we're going to take this and we're going to work it just like we did our fried chicken. So we'll take a bowl. We're going to crack 1 egg because I'm only doing 4. If you're doing 8 or if you're doing really big hamburger steaks, you might want to do 2 eggs. And I'll probably need about a 1/2 cup to a cup of milk. And we'll just mix that together. Okay, and then I have another bowl that has flour in it. And that's all that's in there is flour. Now you can add salt and pepper if that's what you like. You can add paprika if you like a little bit of paprika. But I'm going to pull over a skillet. And I'm going to go ahead and get that turned up to high. And I'm going to, once it gets hot, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in it, or you can use vegetable oil, whatever oil that you like to use. And all we're going to do is we're going to take our hamburger steak or our steak burger, and we're going to dip it in the milk and egg mixture. And then we're going to roll it in the flour. Now I haven't put any seasonings in my flour yet. I'm just going to salt and pepper it once I hit the pan with it. And then we will take it back into our milk and egg mixture and back into our flour. And just roll it. You don't need a super thick coating like you do on the chicken, just a light coating. And once again, your hands will get really dirty. I'm going to wash those real quick and put the oil in the pan. And then you just fry it. Add your salt and pepper, fry it up. It's really good with green beans or a salad, mashed potatoes, anything like that. And you just keep doing the egg, milk wash, flour, egg, milk wash, flour. So you do it twice for each hamburger steak, and then you fry it in your frying pan. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the video, and I'm going to get these cooked up. And then I'm going to give you a picture of what they look like once they're done. And they take, it depends on how thick your hamburger steak is. You just cook it like you would a normal hamburger steak, but they'll get nice and golden brown and a little crusty on each side. And they're really good, and I hope that you will enjoy them. See you in just a bit. Okay, so I've got a different camera angle for you so you can actually see the meat in the pot. This is the last one that I put in. I haven't turned it yet, so I'm just going to give it a little shake of salt. A little bit of pepper. Go ahead and turn it. You see how it gets that nice brown crust on it? And then you simply just cook them until they are done. And they are delicious. Once I get finished tonight, I'll take a picture of the Crock Pot Caramel Apple Crisp. But this is your chicken fried steak. It is hamburger steak or steak burgers that have been fried just like we fried our chicken. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I'll see you again next time. Here we go. This is the apple crisp, what it looks like. And all you have to do is take some caramel sauce, drizzle it on top, and serve it up.